Yo, beautiful people. Welcome to the last group call of 2025. So 2025 was a great year. A lot of progress was made. A lot of excuses were killed, and I feel like a lot of us, people watching right now and the people that are watching on the replay, you guys showed up for yourself and you put in the work and you deserve to feel proud. So, well, the people that are on the live, well, just me and Kevin here, I will have a few questions. What's one win that you are proud of in 2025?
I think starting to push outside of my comfort zone more and expose myself a bit more with people and making new friends and taking on new challenges. Something that's not something I ever would have done before. So I think building up the courage to try new things.
Yep. Yep, definitely. And that really is because like you went through the transformation and like you're a more confident version of yourself now. So it's like you can just like it's easier for you to go to approach people or try to make friends because you like yourself more.
Yeah, I'm not carrying the shame and guilt that I used to have, so it's easier to be more authentic with people.
Yeah. I that really resonates with me. Um So for me, I want to give mine too. What's one thing that I'm really proud of in 2025, and this is not gonna, resonate with a lot of people, but like my Instagram going down, I was just proud of like me being able to pivot and just like not giving up on my whole mission and just because that was hard for me. But like I feel like now I'm in a spot where I'm back in momentum with everything. But I'm just proud that like I didn't let that derail me too hard. And there's like a lot of things that, with your shoulder injury or things that happen in our life that like try to like throw us off our game. Like it's the better we get, it's our ability to manage those things. So I feel like I'm really proud of myself for how I handled that. Um, so another thing, what's something that you feel like you're doing now that you weren't doing at the start of the year? But I know you've been on this path for a while, so that might be you might have to think about that. But do you feel like there's anything that you're
Mhm.
doing? Sorry, do you feel like there's anything that you're doing now that you weren't doing at the start of the year?
At the start of the year, I was still very insecure about how I looked. And it was really hard for me to post pictures on Instagram because I was fearing being made fun of by coworkers and judgment from others.
Hmm.
But now I don't second guess when I do that stuff. I'm proud of how I look. I'm confident when I do things. I no longer do it with hesitation. And I think one of the things that I wasn't doing at the beginning of the year that I am now is honestly, I'm talking to people more authentically. I'm listening better and I'm just making more friends. For me, that was something I couldn't do, and now I can. So for me, that's yeah, that's my answer.
That's a good answer. I like that. Yeah, I'm still thinking about this one. So it's hard to say because I've just been on the same path, doing the same habits on the same path. But I mean, just I'll have to come back for that one for me. But was there anything in 2025 with the path that we're on, do you feel like that was harder than expected?
Yeah, hurting my shoulder.
Hmm.
Like in a way, I'm glad it happened because I proved to myself that even with an obstacle like that, I can still show up and still push. But I'd say been dealing with this for the last 3-ish months has been a big obstacle. Having to slow down, having to take a different path in training. For me,
Hmm.
that was a
Hmm.
challenge.
Yep. Yeah, I can resonate with that going through injuries. That was hard because it's like the gym was like our therapy almost getting in there, getting a pump and getting the blood. And it's like when you can't push yourself the way you want to, it's like it can fuck with your mental health. But
Yeah.
and but if we find ways around that to like, focus on mobility, push harder on cardio, push harder on leg days. So there's always something, there's always a way to work around an injury and focus. On things that we can progress at. So
Yeah.
I think that was a big thing with 2025 for you is like getting to really focus on the things that you can control when life throws a curveball. Um,
And building a person who didn't use it as an excuse to stop. Like
hmm
that's what I used to do. And instead, it just kind of, it was more of a tool to get empowered to do new things.
Yep. Yep. What do you think you learned anything about yourself in 2025?
Yeah, that I'm capable of doing whatever I put my mind to.
Mm,
That I don't have to be scared that like studying to become a personal trainer.
hmm
I didn't have the confidence to do that in the past. And now I'm taking on a challenge that scares me because it's something that I never thought I would do. And I'm proud of the person that is doing it. I'm going into it with positive self-talk and confidence.
Yeah, and I'm proud that you're doing things that scare you because like that's what it's all about. Like there's a good quote. It's like, do it just it's just do it scared. Everybody has this fear, and like you usually that fear isn't really it's just like imaginary evils. Like it's just like us trying to keep us ourselves in our comfort zone. As soon
Yeah.
as you push out of that and you do what you're scared of, and you realize, wow, that's the moment where you build true growth. As soon as you do that shit that was scary that you know is going to help you be that person that you want to be. So, love that. Hmm. What's one thing that you want to keep the momentum, to keep the drive going into 2026?
I mean, what's one thing I want to keep doing or one thing that I gotta build
Well,
on?
I guess a mix of both. Like you mentioned, like you're building more on like relationships, trying to be more authentic, creating more relationships. I think that's something that's gonna try to carry over more into 2026.
That's something that I want to keep doing because I have a growing circle of friends. I'm surrounding myself with more positive influences, so I want to keep that momentum going.
Hmm
And I want to continue to be more involved in my family. They're getting a better version of me, and I want to keep proving to them that I can stay on this path. So I want
Yeah,
more family time.
definitely. And being on this path too. That's another thing that we're gonna keep doing is like staying on this path.
Yeah.
Um, so okay, I was collected a couple questions of like reflecting on our 2025. I feel like, for me, I don't know how you feel about this. Well, probably you feel this way, is that every year is just getting a little bit better. Um, 2025 was a hard year just because of like my Instagram, a lot of things, messed up. But like, so it's hard to say, but I just feel like the momentum for 2026 is it's gonna be a great year. Um, what's one thing you want to simplify coming into 2026?
I don't know. Um, I've gotten so used to just constantly going. I'm not sure what I want to simplify, honestly. Uh, Maybe simplify my work schedule.
Yeah.
Slow it down in that regard because I focus so much on that it does take away from the things I'd rather be doing. And maybe just for me, simplifying would be slowing down on the overtime and saying no to the extra hours sometimes.
Yeah. And you mentioned that you just keep going, Like, do you ever feel like you may be on the verge of like getting burnt out?
No, because I'm doing what I enjoy.
Hmm
So to me, like if it's the gym, the cardio, the workouts, and the daily habits, that's not burnout. That's enjoyment.
Yeah.
I I enjoy
Well,
that.
I
It's
like
yeah.
what you said right there. I want to just record you real quick. So Kevin was just saying something powerful that I wanted to have him say again. He's saying that he just keeps going. And I was like, well, you just keep going. Aren't you ever worried about getting burnt out? And what did you say, brother?
I said, about getting burnt out, the workouts, the daily habits, going to the gym and all that. That's not burnout. That's enjoyment. I enjoy doing those things because that brings me pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
100%. It's a lot harder to get burnt out when you actually enjoy doing the things. People get burnt out because their self-talk is negative around doing those things. So it's like the negative anxiety-riddled thoughts cause people to get burnt out. But if your thoughts are just like, fuck yeah, I can't wait to do this shit, and it's like impossible to get burned out. Thank you,
yeah.
Kevin. Hey, that's some real shit right there. But there does come a point though, like even though your brain really wants it, that your body's like, okay, because it's like what's happening with your injury, kind of like we really like this mentally, and we know it's good for our body, but there does come a point where we're like aging and shit's happening, and like, so your
And when that
body.
happens, those are the days I tend to reach out to you and just let you know, hey, my schedule's really rough today.
Yep, yep. And that's what I love about the communication with us. Um, because that keeps you in momentum. A lot of that happens to a lot of clients where something happens and then they don't communicate with me, and then something else slips. And, the next thing slips. And it's like, okay, I missed a workout. Now I missed my logging my meals. Now I missed my 15-minute morning routine. Now it's like, blah, 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 blah. And then we're completely off track and like we don't know how to get back into momentum. So it's
That's
like,
where the trust comes in.
the what?
The trust comes in. Like if you know that I'm reaching out to you, it's not an everyday thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that open communication's what keeps you accountable, what builds the relationship, what builds the trust.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. And I just really think that keeping the communication open and just it's just like letting the universe know that you're dealing with shit. But like it's like reminding your subconscious that you're not giving up, that there's just like a roadblock. So that's how
Yeah.
I feel about it. I mean, but if 2026 goes well, what does your day to day actually look like?
Nothing's going to change.
Yeah.
If my 2026 goes the way I want, it's going to be continuing momentum, being with my family, getting certified as a personal trainer.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be exactly the way it is now. Just continuing on with the momentum.
Yeah.
I'm right where I
Mm-hmm.
want to be.
Love it. Love it. I mean, yeah, you're preaching to the choir here. I love it. I mean, you've just been in hot, heavy momentum for so long, and that's why you've gotten a crazy transformation and maintained your results. So, you know, this might not this might be people on the replay might resonate with this question, but is there any action or new thing that you're going to commit to starting in January?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got to push myself harder on cardio.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
I
something
like that.
I can do it, but I also know at times I slack off isn't the right word, but I know I limit myself. I know I can push harder sometimes with cardio.
Yeah. I like that. I mean, the heart is the most important muscle.
Yeah.
So that I'm gonna second on that. I'm gonna push myself harder on cardio 2026 too. I mean, we on 2025 we did some challenges. I was looking back. I feel like we did about 6 or 7 challenges. Like I feel like maybe we should do. I want to do more challenges. So, because I mean, some people might participate. Even if people are not participating, or the people who are participating, it's like a little bit extra incentive each month. So I feel like doing more cardio challenges, the nutritional challenges, doing a challenge every month. How do you feel about that?
I'm always up for it. It's a ton of fun.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, okay. Do you think that, I know you dealt with the injuries and the work stuff, but do you think like besides any of the stuff that I know about, like was there anything that almost stopped you this year? And why didn't it?
Well, I think one of the things that did get to me this year, I'm not going to say it stopped me, but it did kind of mess with my head, is when I told you that person was telling me I was looking like a skeleton when I was cutting.
Yeah, that was beginning of last year or this year,
That
right?
that was like, let's just say May.
Okay,
And
yeah.
that just really messed with my head. It's not that it was going to stop me, but that kind of that one kind of messed with me a bit.
Did it still mess with you a little bit?
No,
Teeny bit?
sometimes I struggle with what I see. Like if I send you pictures and stuff, like I still ask my wife, is that what I actually look like? Because I don't often see it. I sometimes still struggle with what's in the mirror.
Okay. So you're saying
But
like when you look at the picture, you feel like you look better than when you look at the mirror?
yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes, I mean, I see the change, but there are times where I still second guess that. So that's something I gotta
Yeah, I feel
focus
you, but you
more
just got,
on.
I mean, I feel like what would help with that is you just go back to that first picture you sent in.
Always.
I mean, that's what helps me because I mean, we get caught up in our head like with comparison and there's other people and Instagram, Photoshop and AI. So there's like a lot of shit. Like you do have, I would say, borderline elite physique. You got good genetics, you got great arms, you got good insertions. Like, so even the people at the gym know you have a top level physique. If you keep
Yeah.
training properly, doing it right, you're gonna keep building more muscle. You know, my
Yeah, I'm
whole thing is
getting
like,
better at this.
yeah. And then when you become a personal trainer, you'll teach me some shit.
I
But
doubt that.
like, my whole goal for, it's just like the hard part is like as we start building more muscle and as you want to keep getting stronger, it's just like we want our appetite increases, we want to eat more. Like my goal as your coach a lot, and if we can communicate more about this in 2026, is like I want to keep maintaining our level of leanness, and we can, get a little bit bigger if you want, but we're gonna always look better when we start to cut and reveal all of our muscle. But
Yeah.
I don't want that to give you body dysmorphia. But you're you're at a great spot, so there's nothing that we need to change. Okay, what proof do you have that quitting isn't your identity anymore?
Seriously, my shoulder.
Yeah.
That is proof to me because I've been hurt. I've blown my back out numerous times. I've slipped discs. I've done a number of damage. And that's always been an excuse for me to stop.
Mhm.
This time it wasn't because I built the person that could overcome it.
Yep. Yep. You did. Yep. Yep. You did. Okay. I appreciate you answering all these questions and let me
Yeah.
putting you on the spot.
That's cool. I enjoy it.
Okay. Well, one more question. One more question. Pepsi or Coke? That's okay.
You know what? Pepsi for regular, cherry Coke.
Yeah, okay, yep, cherry Coke is good.
We
So,
can
but
meet in the middle.
okay, we can find middle ground. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you walking into 2026?
We're past 10 on that scale.
Yeah. Yeah,
We're,
so you're
we're
just
past 10.
see that's the goal I try to get because you're just like excited about your life now. You're just excited, right? You're just excited to wake up
Yeah.
and just be the best that you can be. Like that's the goal that I try to get all my clients on is like getting to the point where you enjoy the process so much where it's like this is just a lifestyle where we just try to wake up and become 1% better each day with what's in our control.
Yeah, I'm not going into this year overwhelmed. I've maintained momentum. I've hit every single workout and exercise, and I'm not going into the new year chasing anything. It's
Mhm.
it's a stress-free new year.
Do you think you felt overwhelmed going into 2025?
Yeah, because I was trying to get to this point. So I was still new, I was still learning a lot, and I had a lot to prove to myself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm going into this year already have proven that I can do it, and I have great traction. So it's exciting.
Yeah. And I mean, you have a lot of evidence and a lot of receipts. So a lot of the things that you have, I know we all struggle with a little bit of the body dysmorphia or wondering if the things. So it's like, I mean, you should, be constantly reminded of the evidence that of all of your receipts, of all the work that you've done to create this person that you are now. So it's like, you're a badass. Um, And yeah, we're all badasses here. Let's see here. I think yeah, that was all the questions. I think Kevin, did you have any questions or anything that you wanted to add?
No, I mean, what are you excited for this year? Like,
Um,
I know you got the clothing line again, so that's cool.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's a good. I mean, I'm excited also trying to launch like my cookbook in actual book form, so that's gonna be cool. But I mean, when it comes to my physical gains and stuff like that, I'm excited because like a lot of my lagging injuries are slowly getting better and better. And I'm excited to like really start taking my fitness serious. Like I've always like taken fitness serious, but like with the injuries, it's like it's hard to really hit PRs. You probably see me more in my story where I'm doing more heavier weights a little bit. So I'm feeling more comfortable lifting heavier, and I feel like 2026 is like I'm going to really focus on getting stronger, building more muscle. So I'm excited about that.
That's cool.
Yeah. Um, yeah, yeah. I mean. There's a lot in my head, but I'm working on my vision board, so you'll see it all. So I'm excited to see your vision board too.
Yeah, like I said, I got all the pictures now. It's just organizing, printing, and putting them together.
Yeah, you're old school. Old school.
Yeah, I tried the Canva thing. I'm not computer or tech savvy, so using
Yeah.
scissors and tape works for me.
No, for sure. No, I was the same way. Honestly, I was the same way when I was like, fuck this camp. But like, as soon as you learn it once and you're like, okay, I kind of get it, you know. But I know what you mean. Can't teach an old dog new tricks.
No, you really can't. I'm not good at this. The age gap between us isn't much, but the technology gap is.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you're using the app better than most people. Let's see here.
It's straightforward.
Yeah, right. Um, cool. No, I mean 2025, it was I mean, I'm just be 100%, like it was a weird year, and 2024 was also, we had some trauma, and then so like I mean every year is like there's bad and there's good, and it's just always trying to remind myself of what I'm grateful for, and what's going good in my life, and my goals. Like those are the three things that we should all be focusing on: what's going good in your life, your goals, and what you're grateful for. Because I mean, a lot of times, me having ADHD, like the when Instagram going down, or like my friend with the trauma and a lot of
Yeah.
things, and it's like the negative self-talk, and it's like that can lead to me losing track of the habits and losing track of the positive self-talk. So 2026, I'm gonna get back um, to the mindset, to the habits, to being more diligent with this whole process. Cool. I mean, Kev, what's going down? What are you doing tomorrow, Kevin?
I gotta work.
Okay, really? Oh, you're
Yeah,
probably getting paid double.
yeah, tomorrow's a double time day, so I'll probably do maybe, I'll probably go in around 5, try and
Okay.
get out by 10 or 11 and then go right to the gym to hit legs. I'm gonna start off the new year with a leg day.
Okay. Wow. The gym's
So
gonna be open on New Year's. Oh yeah, I guess gym should be open on New Year's Day.
it's open till 2. So they close today at 3 and then they're open till 2 tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense that some places are closed on New Year's Day, but gyms should be there. That's where you make all. I'm sure there's a bunch of people coming to spend money on New Year's Day.
Yeah, it's been packed. This last week or so has been absolutely packed.
Yeah, what do you think about that? I was talking to a guy at the gym and I was like, I don't hate the New Year's resolutioners. Like I respect anybody like coming to the gym like for the first time, getting outside their comfort zone, even though the gym's gonna be crowded and it's gonna be maybe sweatier and smell weirder, or who knows. But
Mhm.
like, I mean, I think it's cool seeing new faces at the gym.
Yeah.
But maybe that's because of my profession.
No, it's gives you an opportunity to meet new people.
Hmm. And I mean, I remember like, decade ago or so when I first went in the gym and how uncomfortable it was and the community and like the people. So it's like it kind of like, you know, I feel like a lot of people are getting intimidated by the gym, but usually when you meet the right people, you realize like it's a safe place.
I was definitely intimidated walking back in there for the first time. And then I used to go, and then for some reason going back in again, I was intimidated, but it got easier.
And now now you are the dude that a newcomer would come in and you could like guide them and like give them advice and stuff.
Yeah, I'm getting confident with knowing more about the equipment there and just being
Yeah.
able to talk it better.
And that feels really good to like be valuable, like and like to help people, and then they're like, wow, that guy helped me, and like that's why I love doing what I do because I just love I get a lot of fulfillment out of like genuinely helping people. But you're only able to really do that, once you have helped yourself. You've helped yourself so long that now you can become certified, you can get the knowledge, you got the body, you know what you're doing. So now it actually makes sense for you to help people. Um, so I love that.
Yeah, I'm getting more confident taking pictures in the mirror there, and I've seemed to surrounded myself with just a group of guys who have no issues catcalling me when I'm taking a picture in the mirror. It's just
Yeah,
become
yeah.
those three.
Hey, you have a great spirit for that. I mean, yeah, no, yeah. I did, yeah. I'm friends with a lot of gay people.
Oh,
Whatever.
well, yeah, I guess yeah, one of them is, but I just meant in general to just be calling me out like there he
Oh,
is.
yeah, okay,
But
yeah.
Well, both, but you put your shirt back on,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah, I mean, true friends give each other shit.
Yeah,
You know,
that's how it
it's
has
okay.
to be.
Yeah, you have to give each other shit, pull at each other's, But I mean, yeah, I love that shit. Yeah, I love that energy. I mean, I try to do that with a lot of my friends in person and with you guys. I feel like it's more genuine, it's more authentic, it's more real because that's how I really am in real life.
Yeah.
So I love it. I mean, yeah, I'm glad you're making friends, like, and being a leader in my community too means a lot to me.
I enjoy the community.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, I just feel like 2026. Yeah, it's the year of the Kevin, really.
It's going to be a great year. Like I said, I put up a couple new pictures today.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You
go check. Oh
know,
yeah, I'm gonna go check there. Let's actually. Um, Give me
seeing how
one
I'm
sec.
starting into the new year compared to previous years. I'm excited. This is it's going to be a great year for everybody.
Yep. Yep.